We're here above the city with Tina Carsonj, one of the leaders of the Albuquerque Tea Party movement. Tina, the Albuquerque Tea Party, the statewide Tea Party movement, has come so far in 15 months that have gone by, I guess, like the blink of an eye. You've had spectacular successes, rallies that have drawn thousands of conservatives and free market people and independents to stand on street corners in Albuquerque, something we've never seen. Your candidate forums, your training. What impact is all this having on the public debate in this community?
I think it's waking the people up. It's making us realize that if we don't take back our country now, we may not have that choice in the future. Folks that have not been politically active ever in their lives are joining us. Not only are we awake and aware of the issues, but we're getting involved at levels that we haven't seen in a long time.
You've mentioned that people who have never been involved are getting involved. How many of the leaders of the Albuquerque Tea Party movement would you say are political professionals, political operatives?
Zero.
How many? This is interesting. How many people who are leading the Tea Party movement really have never done anything like this before?
All of us.
You personally. What was your political background before doing this?
Well, I had the majority of my adult life been a Democrat. I always voted and did my civic duty, but the reality was I was uninformed. And a couple years ago, I started actually paying attention, and I realized that things were going in a way that was not good for the country. And the more I learned, the more afraid I became for our country. I decided I had to do something about it, and the Tea Party came along and gave me that perfect opportunity.
Now, you have another life besides the Tea Party. You have, you have quite a few young people at home. What lessons would you think that the kids in your household are learning by seeing mom's involvement in the Tea Party?
I do. I have 5 children. I think what they're seeing is that dedication pays off. It's not easy. You can't just snap your fingers and say, I'm going to change something. It takes a lot of long hours, a lot of missed family time, a lot of dedication and hard work. And when the kids are seeing that's something you're so impassioned about, and you're putting the time into it and you're making a difference, they realize that they can apply that in their own lives, not only politically, but with everything else they do. They've also learned a lot more about their founding fathers through me and the Tea Party than they have ever learned in school.
Let's hear some numbers. How many people have attended your rallies, and how big would you say your base of support is right now?
The first rally we did last year, April 15th, we had approximately 7,000 to 10,000 people there. We couldn't get an accurate count because we were blown away by the numbers. This year, we're estimating in the neighborhood of 12,000. We had actually passed out 9,028 sticker dots, and then with all of the traffic and the folks out there with flags and decorating their cars with their signs and everything, we're estimating in the neighborhood of 12,000 this year.
Absolutely stunning. Really, truly, you must be the envy of full-time political operatives who require tens of thousands of dollars to pull this off. What sort of funding does the Albuquerque Tea Party have?
Well, being a grassroots movement, it's strictly volunteers, and we just basically get money from our supporters. We have done several fundraisers. We've done meet and greets. We just did an event with Horowitz. And so little by little we gather it together, and then we just squeeze every penny like we expect our government to do.
Speaking of government, what reaction have you gotten from elected officials, congressional level, state level, and local level?
I think that they're aware we have a finger on the pulse of what America is thinking right now. They have been supportive of us in attending our events. While we are not endorsing any candidates, I think they realize that something is going on here and they need to pay attention.
Where does the Albuquerque Tea Party go from here? What's next? And what is your long-range vision?
We have to continue growing. We're actually we have our Patriot Action Team now, and we're going to be getting into city and county as well as state and federal meetings, attending, knowing what the issues are, sharing it. Our education team is going to continue to have forums, hopefully debates. and just let people know what's going on there, really know what's going on there. We were very fortunate at the last Roundhouse meeting. We had someone up there almost every day. These ladies were dragging their buns out of bed early in the morning to be there. Within hours, what they found through the day was spread through the entire city, or state, excuse me, and we're going to continue doing that, turning the light on.
This Lights of Liberty award goes to you and the entire board of the Albuquerque Tea Party movement. So please tell us the names of your fellow board members and your fellow Tea Party heroes.
We have Holly and Karim Fatah, Rick Moreland. Now if I miss one, I'm in trouble, you realize. Rick Moreland, Paul Becht, Paul Grunwald, Luann Hunt, Debbie Weissman, and Leah Persons, and Dave Harris, who is in charge of our Patriot Action Team, and myself, Tom Bacon as well.
It really has been an honor for me to get to know you and to help out with the Tea Party movement. So on behalf of the Rio Grande Foundation and all the people of Albuquerque, New Mexico, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.